Welcome back here, Totem Pole Nation. It's showtime. We are live coming at you. I'm here on the south side of St. Petersburg. I got my main man in house, Coach Troy Taylor, the Skyhawk. What is going on, my man? I'll tell you what, I've never seen Coach McNally so fired up, so enthusiastic than when he threw on the Bird gear. Coach Jim Kiefer, the OL coach at Bird, beware, be scared. You just got put on Front Street. You put on notice, big man.
Let me see that belt. Put that belt up there.
Woo, look at this thing. I tell you what.
Man.
I have one, but not as big and thick and heavy as that right there. Look
thank
at
you,
that
Trophy Smack.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Trophy Smack. Thank you, YouTube. And mostly important, thank you, Totem Pole Nation. We love you guys.
Let me see the back. What does the back look like? Man, that is like, can you put it on? Put it on.
Can I put it on?
Have you worn it
again?
Yet?
Have I worn it? You know, some people, they put in the teeth things when they go to sleep. Coach Ball puts this on and goes to sleep with it.
Trophy Smack. Visit trophysmack.com.
Trophy Smack.
Use the code Totem Pole Nation.
They bring the
Save
smoke.
20% today.
See, this is where I need like Dana White over here. You know what I mean? Or this is why I need to be with A.D. Palmore when he wins his title, so I can help him strap that thing on. Yeah, it's a two-person job, Coach. It is a two-person job.
Just hold it up there. Let me see it on you. Hold it up there. Yeah, that's a big belt, man.
It is, it is, brother.
And people have already tried to come at you for a title shot. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Hey,
you cannot get a title shot because that is a custom-made 100K sub
custom-made
for Totem Pole Nation.
Yeah. Yep. That's the thing, man. It's the little things. It's the little things. Yep. All those mornings we didn't feel like getting up, but we kept getting up, didn't we, Coach?
We kept getting up. We kept grinding. We put the, what is it? The pedal to the metal.
That's it, man.
And we kept going.
Yep, full throttle. Speaking of keeping going, how about those Dallas Stars punching their ticket to the Western Conference Finals in hockey? I know you're not a big hockey guru, but that's big. I know we got some good following there in Totem Pole Nation South, especially there in that Texas area. I know my guy, Jared Lovern, Jamie Lovern, the Loverns. I know they love that. So Dallas Stars punching their tickets. And how about the judge, jury, and executioner, Aaron Judge, 2 more home runs for the Yankees, who are starting to get hot now. He hit 2 bombs. One bomb was 462 feet. Unbelievable. Ohtani had a huge game, man. He hit like one of the longest home runs. Looked like it went right out of the stadium. So it's good to see some good baseball going on. But I think we got some finals action today in basketball. So that'll be good. I believe we got Lakers and Denver. And I don't know if you saw it, but somebody sent me the script, and I tagged you on Twitter with that, of how it was supposed to go. And allegedly, you know, it's going to be Boston in 5 games. Miami's going to win them first, and then they're going to sweep after that. And then in the other, the Denver and the Lakers, that's supposed to go 7. And the Lakers are supposed to win that in game 7. And apparently there's a game where LeBron James is going to score 50 points. So beware. If you hear that or you see that, you saw it here first on Totem Pole Nation.
In the script?
They didn't say that. They didn't say that. They just said it's going to be Celtics Lakers, which I remember when you said you wanted to see the battle of the big men, you know, Embiid and the Joker. I was like, I don't know, man. I want to see that old school. And like you said, what we think, probably already scripted, Coach.
Yeah. Lakers versus Celtics, the greatest rivalry of all time.
Without
I
a
think
doubt, man.
that would be exciting to watch, especially when you got Jason Tatum and LeBron James.
Ooh, I
Is
mean,
LeBron James the GOAT?
of this, I think of this generation, he would have to be. I think of this generation, he would definitely have to be. You have goats of different generation, and that's what makes everything arguably he could be one of the greatest of all times. But you're gonna have some people arguing. I kind of grew up in that Jordan era, so I'm a big believer in what he did, and I consider him the GOAT. But if you scroll back, people in the Bill Russell area, and if you look up championships, I mean, he's untouchable. You know what I mean? He's Elliot Ness
Yeah.
when it comes to championships. And,
Ja
same thing
Rule. I mean, not Ja Rule. Ja Rule Morant. Ja Wick, as he's being called.
with.
NBA young boy.
Oh, man.
NBA dumb boy is one person called him.
Wow.
And I'm a huge Ja Morant fan.
Yeah.
And he's, a big proponent. He believes in the Second Amendment. He believes that you should have the right to bear arms. But, he's pulling his gun out on Instagram. Will he be suspended? Will he play next year, Coach Bald?
I think he will definitely play next year. It's unfortunate because, when you're that highly touted, you're going to have a camera on you at all times, pretty much. I mean, the odd thing about this is it almost seems like it was his buddy that was doing the filming.
It was.
And I just got to say this, you have to check your surroundings, see who your real friends are, because why that thing got let out there, is it's unacceptable. Sometimes friends just post stuff and don't understand. But if you post something and I reach out to you and you don't put it down, yeah, wow, it was live. Okay, so that's probably
live. And I don't think the guy even knew that he was going to pull his gun out.
Yeah.
During TLC's No Scrub song. I mean, yeah. And once his buddy saw he had his gun, he threw his phone down because he's like, oh my gosh, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Just got my son a pair of his tan shoes. He wore them to school.
Yeah, that's right. I think y'all did that Saturday. Correct?
Yeah.
Also, tell
Totem yesterday was his first day. Everybody wants them.
Wow. Tell Totem Pole Nation what Coach Bald did for his last birthday as I call him a young buck. You know what I mean? At 12 years old, he's stepping up into the teenage years. So I thought it was important. But tell him what Coach Bald sent
Coach
my main
Bald,
man,
as he's called by Coach McNally. Coach Bald sent an autographed copy of Road Warrior Animal and a card with Hawk, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, autographed, and a pack of WCW cards from 1999. And in that pack of cards, there was a tattoo for the Latino World Order, which I think has just came back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I didn't realize the tattoo.
Flag. It's the Mexican flag colors. I don't know what color the flag is now for the Latino World Order. It might just be white and black. But
no, it's red, white, and green.
Okay, so it's the same.
Yep,
then in that pack, he had Scott Hall.
Oof.
A card of Scott Hall, and then rounded it out. It's almost destiny. Randy, the Macho Man Savage, Coach Bald. You watched the AEW special on Randy the Macho Man Savage. Tell us a little bit about that.
I think what I took from that is, just the brotherhood that he had with Lanny Poffo. They had Lanny
And that
on
was
there,
his
and
brother.
correct, blood brother, and he did. He said, you know what? Um, there would be no Lanny Poffo if it wasn't for the Macho Man Randy Savage. Like he was that huge of an influence. And another thing he said that I thought was amazing was, some of those guys when, you know, they when they go through the tunnel and then the crowd sees them. Like that's when those guys kind of flip that switch and become who they are. uh, he was saying that Randy was not like that at all. Randy, as soon as he got where he was going, he was boom. He was the macho man. He was the madness. He was full throttle in character 24/7. So I just thought that was pretty awesome. And yeah, man, like I say, I truly believe that legends never die. You know what I mean? I think it's up to us to kind of, keep their mantra going and to keep inspiring like they did for us. We didn't come from the best neighborhoods when we were younger, coach. And the thing was, those guys were our Supermans. They were our Spider-Mans. They were our superheroes. We love those guys. We just, you're lucky if you could turn it on in the Saturday morning, watch it, or even you're staying up late and watching Saturday night's main event. That was a big deal back in
Or
the day. So,
USA with Gorilla
oh
Monsoon,
yeah, without a doubt. And for us
Jesse
too, we were
Ventura.
right. We were in a blessed area where, if you got ESPN, you're able to watch some world class wrestling there out of Texas, the Sportatorium, or even before that, they used to play some AWA action. So you could see Nick Bockwinkel, Kurt Hennig, and
And
the
global. What
Rodents.
about global?
Oh yeah, global wrestling. That was
That was
really good.
Cactus Jack, the
Yeah.
Patriot, the
Yep.
Dynamite Kid. Was it no? It was
Mhm.
the Dynamite Kid. It was
The
the
Lightning Kid,
Lightning Kid, which
who
was
ended
X
up
Pac.
Yeah, who ended up being yeah, X-Pac. Yeah,
Who
man.
invented the DX? Who was the first one ever to do that? Because that is something that is world famous and still known.
That is a good question, man. I would have to think it was probably Triple H, but I'm not sure. It was him and it was Shawn Michaels that kind of got that thing kind of going with China, of course. And then it was wild because at that same time, you had guys that were on the other side over in WCW. You had Hall and Nash and X-Pac. He was always doing that. So that's a good question. We're gonna have to dig, see if we can't find that answer to that. But that is a great question, and that is, Ultimate Warrior used to do this number. Hogan with and that was kind of their mantra. Though that was good stuff right there. Yeah, you kicked out of
And
school
this
for
is
doing stuff like
LeBron.
that.
This is LeBron.
That's LeBron. Yeah,
What is
man.
Steph Curry's?
Oh yeah, yep.
I don't know. Who's the best quarterback in the NFL? We had
Right
a bunch
now.
of shorts coming out. Mahomes. People have been arguing. People have been commenting on that. Burrow, Josh Allen. You got a video coming out of Josh Allen hitting a home run
Wow.
in Toronto Stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Chance Fawcett, Scott Hall's son, Cody, is a good friend of mine. Do you know
oh wow.
Chance, Coach?
I don't believe so. Not
Chance,
yet.
hit us up. Let's get Cody on the show. Let's get you on the show. Let's
Yeah,
talk about the old times.
absolutely. I love seeing what Cody's doing. He's been over in
Razor
Japan
Ramon.
just
Can you do an
slaying it.
imitation of Razor Ramon, Coach?
I'm not going to do any disservice to my brother in arms. That would be Jared Lover, and he probably does the best Razor Ramon. I always kind of like the little toothpick gimmick right there. So say hello to the bad guy. Say
Yeah.
hello to the bald guy. Huh?
Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, man.
Oh, some other breaking news. We just seen there was a multi-fight deal with PFL with Francis Nagana, or however you say his name, but the heavyweight that priced himself out of UFC. That unfortunately, he just priced himself too high where nobody would sign him. But yeah, he signed a deal with PFL overnight. Signs a multi-fight deal. And apparently, there's some rumors of him fighting Tyson Fury. Now, we're talking about an MMA guy trying to jump into boxing, but the Professional Fight League does MMA fights mostly. So we'll
Top
see what
3,
happens with that.
Matty Ice, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Mahomes. Wow, Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls, and he's number 3. Patty Mahomes.
Yeah,
I was saying that I would have picked Josh Allen over Joe Burrow earlier this year, but Mahomes just wins.
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. That is, and the way the Super Bowl ended was pretty much the same way the Cincinnati Chiefs game ended. That could have easily been what everybody would say was a blown call that parlayed those guys. And I think too, man, that whole deal in the AFC just doesn't sit well with me because of how that Damar Hamlin situation played out. Buffalo and Cincinnati kind of got the short end of that deal. Had Cincinnati beat those guys, Cincinnati would have been the home field advantage, and I don't know if KC could have gone there and beaten those guys. But it's all ifs and what ifs and questionable stuff. So you never know. But I know this year it's going to be as exciting as ever. And they're coming to YouTube, Coach. That's pretty inspiring as well.
They're coming to YouTube. So the NFL is going to be on YouTube.
Yep.
Man.
Oh, and
YouTube.
Yeah, man, that's going to be something else. It's going to be interesting to see how that formats and everything, and what's going to happen with the what is it? Not the Sunday ticket, but
Red Zone.
Red Zone. Man, I love Red Zone. Red Zone is perfect for commercials. Or when
Red Zone's the best.
It is.
If you're a
really
true
is.
football fan, you love Red Zone. I'm not
Mhm.
talking about you like one team and you want to sit and watch one team all day, but you
Yeah.
want to watch all the games and all the actions. It's just like having someone with your clicker, with your controller, and you're flipping back and forth from game to game,
Yeah.
trying to miss the commercials and trying to watch the action. That's what Red Zone is. Who invented Red Zone? That person is a genius.
Brilliant.
That person is a genius. How many of y'all out there like Red Zone? Are there anybody out there that's anti-Red Zone? Well, I don't want to watch just the Red Zone plays. Well, it's not just the Red Zone plays. It's the play. You don't have to watch punts. You don't have to watch kickoffs. You don't have to watch kick returns. Man,
Yep.
this is wonderful. You don't have to watch guys kneeling the ball. Not in order. I don't know who I would put first or third. I think you got to go Mahomes first because he got 2 rings.
Yeah.
I think you got to go Mahomes, and then I think you got to go Joey. You got to go Joey Burrow. Then you probably got to go, I guess, Josh Allen. Josh really, I don't know what happened to Josh Allen late in the season. Was it Stephon Diggs?
Where is Jalen on that list for you, Coach? Is he top 5?
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
2 years ago, they were saying, like, if you watched the NFL mic'd up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense was saying he couldn't read. He couldn't read a defense or, he didn't know what was going on. But he got better.
Hey, the game slows
but
down
his
for
defense was good. His O-line was good. They could run the ball, and he can he can run the ball too. I mean, so it's hard to stop. But can he play from the pocket? That's the question. And they came out with that video of Bryce Young and how little he is. And Tua I mean, Tua's probably one concussion away from never playing again. So,
Yeah.
Tom Brady, be ready. You're going to be getting a phone call. Get ready to move to Miami. Probably Palm Beach, you'll be staying. Did you know that Kim Kardashian is looking for a house in Tom Brady's neighborhood?
Oh boy, I did
Man,
not hear that. Now
can
the
she
one in
ruin another career?
the one in Tampa or the one that's going to be. I think he's got a home in South Beach.
I think Tampa. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Chance goes Pat, Josh, Jalen, Matt. Mark my words. Look out for my Detroit Lions. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Who do you think is going to win the NCAA in women's softball? Yes. Yes.
I have to skip that question.
The team with the best pitcher.
The
All
team
right.
that scores the most
Some
runs.
people like to watch women's softball for different reasons. All right. I don't know why, but hey, I like all sports. You know, if you like bunting, you like slapping the ball on 60-foot bases, you know, I don't even watch baseball. The great American game invented in Cooperstown, New York by Abner Doubleday. Detroit Lions, I agree. What do you think about the Detroit Lions, Coach Bald?
I think the bullseye is going to be on those guys, and they're. I don't know, man. I think if I mean, you could say it with any team. The quarterback goes down, they're in big trouble. You could say that with every team, though. I think a team that has a chance to go from worst to first would be the Chicago Bears in that same division. I think they've got some good pieces on that team. They got a good couple running backs. Getting Foreman, I believe, the running back from Texas. I thought that, or Carolina. I thought that was huge. Their receiving core. You got Mooney. You got Moore, and then you got the kid from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Chase. Is it Claypool? Yeah, Claypool. That's a good receiving core right there. And they got an offensive lineman first round. I think if that offensive line can be well, that you could see some big changes in the Chicago Bears. I'm looking forward to that week 2 game, our home opener, Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Chicago Bears. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, the Lions, I mean, they look like they got some serious pieces to the puzzle. But week 1, they get quite the measuring stick there with the Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll see. We'll see if those guys are ready to step up into that caliber. I like their head coach, man. Campbell is a hard nosed, former, line coach. He was a tight end under Bill Parcells
And Jim
So,
McNally.
and
Tom Brady lives on a
coach-
private island. All right, which if I went on to, I would be arrested. Wyatt Bode, who got a great compliment yesterday as Wade Bode on Twitter, that he has figured out Alex Gibbs' read system, that he knows more than all of the wide zone coaches in the country. If you need help on your wide zone, all right, it is no longer the authority. The authority is no longer Alex Gibbs. It is Wyatt Bode, according to Jim McNally. The team with the most points tends to win the game. Win by 1. Chance, thank you for keeping us up to date on women's softball. Oklahoma takes the softball trophy easy.
Ooh.
And I was into softball when JMU made their run. And the pitcher, she was from Parkview, South Hill, and she dated one of my former players, Deshaun Amos from Meadowbrook. So, women's softball, we need to do a better job of watching women's softball, but
Coach, let me ask you this, in your amazing career, behind the plate, did you ever do softball by any chance?
yes, I did. I did everything. I did
Wow.
fast pitch softball. The only difference between umpiring baseball and fast pitch softball is, as an umpire, you watch the ball when it comes out of the glove, and you track the ball from the pitcher's hand to the catcher's glove. And here's a little secret. It's all based on where the catcher catches the ball. If it's below their shin guards, it's a ball. If it's above their eyes, it's a ball. If it's outside the frames of their knees, it's a ball. I don't even have to watch the pitch. I can just watch how the catcher catches it. I can tell you whether the umpire should call it a strike or not. In softball, fast pitch softball, which a lot of people don't know this. Men used to play fast pitch softball. My dad used to play. King and his court were 4 guys that traveled around the country and played grown men. He struck out the entire Houston Astros team. The guy could throw 95 miles per hour. Softball, underhanded. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. King in his court. Google it. You've never heard of him before. I know you have, Coach. I was his bat boy at Shepherd Stadium. But when you umpire fast pitch softball, you don't watch the softball pitcher's hand go around. You watch it from the bottom. You watch it when it comes out from the bottom. All right, so that's it. I did fast pitch softball. It's a lot faster game. If you want to make money and get into umpiring, fast pitch softball is the way to go. Baseball is very, very slow. It's a slow game. So look at that background. That is not a green screen. Anybody that is watching today, that is not a green screen. That is his actual backyard.
This is a real dog right here. Yeah. This right here is a real dog, and she likes to chase dolphins. Let me see if we can't get some.
And we're not smart enough to figure out
how to get the dolphins.
That moves.
Go get the dolphins. Go get them. Get the dolphins. Go get them. Get the dolphins.
Show them. Show them the whole panoramic.
Go get them. Go get the dolphins. She's been.
Start over on the right and go all the way around. Start over on the right. Look at that. Man, look at that. Tom Brady lives 2 houses down. That's what it's like to live in paradise.
Hey, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, guys. This ain't what Park Lee looked like. Is that right, Coach?
I don't know, man. We might be making a Weekend at Bernie's too. And I might be Bernie. One of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I need to rewatch it. I remember as a kid thinking that movie was so funny. Who has watched Weekend at Bernie's recently? Very underrated movie, man. Weekend at Bernie's.
Coach, I'm going to grab some coffee, but I can still hear you and I can still talk.
Man. And I'll sit here and talk to Totem Pole Nation.
Let's get it.
Wyatt Bode, what are you studying today? Have you moved on from Alex Gibbs and his wide zone philosophy? Have you moved on to something else? Me, I'm studying tying my shoe. All right, once I learn how to tie my shoe, then my life will be complete. I've been wearing Velcro shoes for many, many years. All right, I'm 44 years old. I don't know how to ride a bike, and I can't tie my own shoe. I am embarrassed to admit this, but I'm admitting it to Totem Pole Nation. Now, we have a great support system in Matty Ice, and Jim Tim, and Wyatt Bode. I have not seen DJ Mo recently. DJ Mo, did you get your hats? Did you get your hats? All right, Matty Ice. Matty Ice, I need to send you some hats. All right, I got paid on the 15th, so I can afford to send you a hat. It costs $10. It costs $10 to ship a hat. Can you believe that, y'all?
Yeah, Coach. With him too. He boom. Look at that.
Get your hats?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
I don't know. I just watched McNally and I figured it out from there. Wyatt Bode.
Miss Bald got her hats. She loves it. And the thing with the Iceman, he's a Michigan guy, and dude, he is such a hardcore Michigan fan that he just despises
See, that's
wear.
not what I've heard.
He will
That's
not
not
wear
what I've
red.
heard about Matty Ice. I've actually heard that Matty Ice was cheering on Ohio State.
No, yeah, that goes over like a
What I
fart in
heard
church with
when
him.
I have people up in Michigan, all right, and one person notified me that Matty Ice was cheering for Ohio State when they played Georgia.
Oh, you got
I
the
find that hard to
notifications.
believe. All right, Coach Bald, text me Matty Ice's address.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
have
send
to
that
make
to
my
me
way
too,
to the
Matt.
post office, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
send
send
that
him
to
a
me as
couple of
well,
hats.
Matt.
He said he
Yeah,
won't
man.
even wear red. I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I won't wear
it's so
maroon.
true.
All right, there's certain colors I don't wear. We wear navy blue. Coach Bald, how is it going with Sarah Blake Cheek? All right, Sarah Blake Cheek.
Oh man, from what I'm hearing, man, she's just absolutely crushing it. I'm gonna try to get into the clinic this weekend. This weekend is when we do one of our big specialty days where everything is discounted and everything. But she's crushing it. We also have another lady that's been doing the treatments for maybe 2 or 3 months, but she has lost 25 pounds. I mean,
Wow.
unbelievable, life changing. We're going to try to get some pictures and post those up whenever available. I believe she said she was going to be cool with that. So, yeah, man, it is. We're doing some life changing things. We've got a couple people coming in doing the ketamine infusions, and man, that is such a life changing thing as well. People suffer from massive depression, chronic pain, PTSD. Suffer no more. Come in, give us a call, St. Pete Rejuvenate. We'll get you hooked up. The ketamine infusions, you got to do your research on it, and you got to have a doctor's okay on that as well. But they're showing signs of that helping people with alcoholism. They're showing signs of it helping with so many different things. I want to see if it helps with the CTE. All these guys that play the game that we love so much that, have that head trauma, man, it does. It's one of those that kind of hits the reset button on a lot of the receptors and everything. So, and somebody, one of the members that's currently doing it saying that, they believe that it would help everybody. Like the ketamine infusion would help everybody just kind of hit the reset button on things. And you can't let anything drive you, out of the woodworks. You know what I mean? The only thing we can control is how we react to things, And I guess with this, man, it's kind of lets you kind of hit the reset button. And, I had posted a message the other day where, it's not the worst thing in the world to feel like you've lost everything, because that's the time you can build yourself back to be exactly who you want to be or who you ought to be.
Amen. That's the sermon of Coach Bald. That's why you listen to the Life Lessons podcast. Totem Pole Nation. Look at that. Look at that thing. Move it up a little bit. Wow. St. Petersburg, Florida. I like those YouTube logos. Show me those YouTube. Hold that thing flat out. Thank you, Trophy Smack. TrophySmack.com. Go there today. Use the promo code Totem Pole Nation. Save 20% today. TrophySmack.com, which is partially owned by Mark Cuban, who also owns our former sponsor, Dude Wipes. And since we learned the McNally dunk, we haven't needed Dude Wipes.
And that's the thing these days. Who wants a trophy? I mean, trophies, what did they do? They sit in a box. They're awkward in a box. They collect dust in a box. Man, get you one of these. This is a mobile trophy that people are going to love and enjoy. And boom. I mean,
will you be wearing that around St. Petersburg?
You know what? If you see me without it, somebody may have took the title from me. All right, I'll just say that. If you see me without it, somebody may have taken the title from me. I think I'm
I
just
think you
gonna
need to do a promo. I think you need to
get
do a
get the
promo.
wife to roll around with the Firebird, and I'm just sitting out like Rocky. I got you fired up, don't I, Coach? I can see
Yeah.
it.
You talking
Yes,
about Rocky made me think of someone.
dude.
Our Rocky, our Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh, let's.
our Tony Robbins, our Lex Luger, our Sting, our future governor of New York, the one honorable James Tim, who is currently in 10th place. We need everyone. Jim Tim, please put the link in the comments so Totem Pole Nation can vote. And I don't know how much it's going to cost, but you're going to be first place before that timer is over with. 100, Coach Bald. You are an awesome man. How did you meet Matty Ice, Coach?
Matt and his wife at the time had actually just got married, and they got married in Treasure Island, and they just came down. It was just them two, and they didn't even have a wedding party, and so they bumped into my wife and her girlfriends, and they nominated themselves as the wedding party, and we've pretty much been family ever since with those guys. And you just meet people. Sometimes you meet people, you know what, you just stumble upon it, and they end up being, the best people in the world to you. And that's what he's been. That's been what he's been to me. You know what I mean? And it was amazing because, I'd seen him one time, and he was a big guy. Not the tallest guy, but he was a big guy. And then like the next year, like the only thing I recognized was like the tattoos and stuff. Like
Speaking of big guys,
his tattoo. What's up, stud?
what's up?
But
Old?
oh man, everything is good. Hey, I want to show you something that you had a huge part of.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Ain't that sweet?
That's amazing.
TrophySmack.com. Use the promo code Totem Pole Nation. Save 20% today. Coach Bald, you wanted to know, did Coach Hutch cut his hair?
I'll tell you, man, you looked so sharp yesterday, but I didn't see the locks, and I was just like, did he shave the locks? Man,
Yeah.
awesome.
A few more months before I can donate it.
Man,
Would you
keep that
be
thing going,
willing
brother?
to make a wig for someone that you know with that hair, or does it have to go to the charity?
It's a good question. He's not talking to me, Coach.
Sorry to you, Coach Ball.
Would you be willing to donate that hair to someone that you know to make a wig for them? If someone says, Coach, I would like to have that hair to make a wig for myself because I suffer from this illness or that illness, would you be willing to do it, or does it have to go to the charity?
So I wouldn't know anybody to do that other than the charities that are out there.
So you wouldn't know anyone that could actually make a wig. There might be a guy who specializes in human hair and skin somewhere out there in America, maybe in New York, upstate New York, that could somehow make a wig.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do it. There's even companies that sell human hair across the world, which is pretty creepy.
Ooh.
That's why I donate it to, it's usually going to be young children with cancer or alopecia, things like that. They don't have the ability to grow the hair. And, I've had people tell me my hair is amazing, majestic, all sorts of adjectives. And, I thought other people could use the opportunity.
In the movie The Shining, Coach Bald, did Jack Nicholson kill his wife and his son?
Oof. Man, that was one of the greatest movies of all time. You know, I actually have a gimmick from that. Can you guys collabo for a second? I go grab the gimmick.
Yeah. So, Coach Hutch, did he kill his wife and his son, or did they get away?
They escaped.
They
They
escaped.
escaped in the movie. And the interesting thing that a lot of people don't know, and some movie buffs definitely do know, is that Jack Nicholson's character, at the end of the movie, they show him in the group photo of, the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're saying that was his grandfather, and there's just a lineage that he just was in.
Hmm.
So it's an interesting thing that it's like, oh, why was
that movie filmed in Rochester, New York?
I am not 100% certain of that. I know that hotel is still around. I don't think they're doing anything with it. They might be. I know it's like an upscale place. I think they built that whole maze just for the movie too.
Wow. Sounds like he's got some chains.
Yeah, Coach Bald is getting it going on over there. You can hear the magic happening.
Be ready. Be ready.
Oh, there you go.
How you like that, huh?
Yeah. Is that a Halloween costume?
Yes, it was. My sister Amy Moran made this. Here's Johnny. How awesome is that, huh?
Yeah, I love
I
it.
gotta look up the.
We should sell those.
We should
sell
the
those.
sequel to Shining.
What?
Was it Doctor?
Got red rum on the bottom there.
Yeah, there was a sequel to The Shining.
Yeah.
Got the strap. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor's in it. I don't know if it's a sequel or prequel. Either way, Doctor something.
Is it Jack Nicholson's character?
No.
Hey guys, can I ask you a question?
Hey, where'd you go? Beetlejuice 2 That's the most baby. I'm a wild and crazy guy. Beetlejuice 2 is coming out.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Years following the events of The Shining, and now adult Dan Torrance must protect a young girl with similar powers from a cult known as the True Knot, who prey on children with powers to remain immortal.
Ooh.
So he's the kid in the movie showing up back at the hotel. It was a good movie. I liked it.
Man.
So, Coach Hutch, who is the H2O tour? I saw a little something this morning.
Yeah, that's my buddy Kane, a.k.a. Kane is the name. He's a rapper, good friend of mine, very good at it. He was on Shade 45 with Sway, and
wow,
he kills it in the rap game.
Oh, man, that is awesome. That is good stuff. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I got to get some intel. Got to get some intel on that.
Yeah, it's on Full Nation. Check him out. Kane is the name, C-A-N-E.
C-A-N-E.
He's a VMI graduate who literally, I don't know a guy personally that's better than him at making up just stuff on the spot.
We got to get him on the show, man.
Yeah, you need to get him on the show, man. Without a doubt.
Can't get it to go on.
Cultivate Wellness, Coach. How do you feel about Cultivate Wellness and their products and their sponsorship of Totem Pole Nation?
Well, can't thank them enough for the sponsorship. There's so much that we've been able to do with their help. Additionally, they have done some amazing things, not just for me, but for my family and my relatives and other friends as well. Like I said previously in other episodes, my father had brain surgery about 7 or 8 years ago. When I was looking for things, I'm a health teacher, so I was looking for things that could help him recover. And I found out CBD is a neuroprotectant. And that blew my mind when I read that. So I did some more research on it. Long story short, his doctor, who performed over 5,000 same surgeries, said that my father had the best recovery of any of his patients. And he believes it was that combination of the surgery plus the CBD to help. So just that right there. Yeah, that's anecdotal evidence. That's, my personal experience. But I can tell you from a lot of people, a lot of customers, a lot of people that I just know in general that use CBD, and you want to make sure you're getting high quality CBD. So that's why Cultivate Wellness is who they are. They get third party tested everything. and you're not buying gas station stuff. You're not buying all these other weird things that you don't know how it was extracted or anything like that. And, you know, it's just something that has really helped out my father, my mom, my aunt. She was not into CBD at all. Got her, you know, to send her a bottle of the broad spectrum. She got a little dog. She was out walking her dog. She was talking about her knees hurting. Gave her the CBD. She said in 2 days, just 2 days, no more knee pain, walking her dog.
Wow.
So she said she's never coming off it. So Cultivate Wellness, thank you for all that you do. CultivateWellness.com.
Amen. Amen to that. I'll give a huge shout out as well to those guys. They're phenomenal. I think they just hooked up the boys with some more products and everything. You know, you got to give away to get sometimes. You know what I mean? Give stuff away and it always comes back to you. You know, that's good karma, good juju and everything. But yeah, with St. Pete Rejuvenate, you know, huge shout out to those guys. We're making it happen. We got a couple people coming in doing the ketamine infusions. So it's awesome seeing people's lives change. And go on their website, check out their testimonies, because those testimonials from people, they're not doing it for any other reason but to help other people. You know what I mean? It's such a blessing when you can help people and change their lives and make their lives more manageable. And you know, just help them. You know, that's what this whole thing about life is all about. It's all about helping people, giving back. It always comes back around. And yeah, it's the little things. You know, it's the little things sometimes that just keep adding up. Like Coach said yesterday, keep showing up. Keep showing up. That's more than half the battle. You know, a lot of times you might not feel like going in that gym. But how many times have you walked out of that gym untouchable, feeling like Elliot Ness, feeling ready to attack the day? You know, that's what it's all about. It's the little things. Keep it up.
Agreed. You know, got to give that little extra sometimes too.
Yeah. Any other life lessons, guys? Or are we going to wrap this bad boy up?
I think it's Tuesday. A lot of y'all know Taco Tuesday. Hit that up where you can. Nothing like a good taco on a Tuesday. And Coach Bald, always good to see you, man.
You too, my brother. It was great you hopping in there yesterday. You always just add such value to this, and you know that belt wouldn't be there without you, Coach Hutch. So you are the man. I really appreciate everything you guys got going on, and I can't wait to see those Skyhawks in the fall. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. To the next episode. Totem Pole Nation. We love you guys.